The way Fibonacci's work, or any type of thing, and I'm going to go to another asset just to make sure that I get away from this so you don't think that I'm just like a cheat code or something. Let's go here to Ethereum. Somebody say, let's go to Ethereum and let's look at Ethereum on a different chart here. Let's pull up ETH and let's see what's going on. Now, for those of you who've not been following me closely, I'm just going to go here and I'm going to turn my camera around and I'm going to pull something up here. Now, I'm on a 1 hour chart, and because I like being extra ridiculous about when I explain stuff to people, I like to make sure I explain it to them a way that they absolutely can't even 100% deny anything. We're on a 1 hour chart here, right? You see it? 1 hour chart. Now, pay attention to this. I'm just going to randomly pick a low and a high here so we can see what's going on. So this is a high. This is a low. So if you go from low to high, it can depict where this should be going to the upside. So let's see if that's true. Watch. Here's a high. This right here is the low. All right, let me drag this out. Now, pay very close attention. As you come off this low, notice that these candlesticks right here, make sure that they are supported above the 236 right here. Somebody say, damn. You see that 382 right there is support? Somebody say, damn. You blew past the 50% level, and then you found support here at the 618, called a golden ratio. Perfectly on the 786. You got perfectly resisted here at this top, up here. And then as you start coming back down, notice that you hit the 618 perfectly. Somebody say, damn, that's absolutely true. But here's what also is true. I just want to make sure you understand what a Fibonacci retracement is. So now I'm going to go here, and I'm strictly going to get rid of all of that custom stuff and just go to the 50% joint. Check this out. This 50% level is the truth for any asset, and I don't care what the asset is. Pay very close attention. If you ever lose the 50% level for your asset, it is going to go down. If you find support on the top side of the 50% level, it will be able to rally up. Now, let's just make sure that that's absolutely true. That was a 1 hour chart. Let's go and do something ridiculous here. Let's go to a daily chart here for Ethereum. And let's see if that's true here on the daily chart. Let's see. Here I'm going to do the same. Here's a high right here. Bing. Here's a low right here. Ding. Let me drag this out. Do you see it with your own eyes? This is you losing the 50% level, crash, resistance, resistance, resistance. When you find support on top side of this 50% level, isn't that going to go rocketing up? The answer to the question is absolutely yes. Well, what about to the downside, player? You ain't showing nobody nothing to the downside. Well, I'm so glad you said that. Okay, so let's just go here. Look, this is Ethereum crashing down. You see it? Look at all that crash. So let's just go here and let's look and see right here with our own eyes. This is happening right now. This is where we are right now. So this is a live candle 3. Look, I'm on a daily chart. So this candle right here has 3 hours and 50 minutes. How did we get here? Oh, I can tell you why. You see this low right here? And you see this high right here? Look what happens. Somebody say, oh shit. You rallied up here on the way down. Look what happened right here. Didn't you lose the 50% level right here? When you came back up, wasn't it a rejection? Came back up and got rejected. If you get rejected at the 50% level, guess what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen? It's not rocket science. Your asset is going down. So everybody understands that, right? No arguing there. So now let's go back over here to this Bitcoin chart. And if I'm telling you that the major level of support for Bitcoin right now is the $75,000 area, watch this. We know that this move, this very, very, very bullish move that got us in the bull market started down here in October of 2023. Yeah. Somebody say, yeah, right up in here. So if I take this area right here, which is the absolute low, somebody say the absolute low down up in here, and I take it, we can take it from here if we want, boom. And we go all the way up here to the absolute high, 126. Bitcoin has never been higher than this mark right here. Look down here. Look at your 50% level. Tell me what number this is right here. Right here, guys. Nah, it's better than that. When we rallied up from this low and rallied up here, look at where it resisted at. You see that 50% level, that green line? Look, isn't that resistance there? You had a problem getting above that green line. Look right here. Is that not support on the 50% level to do all of that? Boom, 110. Came back down. Look where it landed. Back on this 50% level. Rallied up here. That's the all-time high. As you come down, where do you think that you're coming down? If you had to take a wild guess, what do you have to stay above in order to remain bullish? That means Bitcoin comes slamming all the way down here to this 50% level, find support, and still be in a bull market. It's not until you lose this that you're in a bear market. If you come slamming down past this and it becomes resistance, then you're in a bear market, structural bear market. As long as you are above this 50% level, I just showed everybody you are still bullish. I want to make sure that we all understand that, because people out here trying to confuse you, get you all frustrated, you pissed off, you sitting there having discussions with your significant other. What is Christmas going to be like this year? Because you know we had all our money in crypto and this, you know, shit, man. You know what I'm saying? These conversations are happening for real. Of course. If you know that that's a possibility, nothing's guaranteed, right? Because you can't just guarantee anything. You can't even guarantee that you won't get in your car, go to work tomorrow, and not get in an accident. Nothing guaranteed. But the probability is where we are right now, temporary resistance should be around 88,000. Hopefully we can find some support, get a little relief rally here, or just rally up, period, from there. If we do lose 88, very, very strong probability that we come down to 75. Is that true?